Hello and welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Peace be to you, my friends. Listen, you do not need to try to control reality. This is something I've learned recently. I learned a lot from New Thought authors, leaders, thinkers, and the New Age and things like that, where they teach you that thoughts create your reality. And that it is true to a certain extent. Your thoughts determine your experience of life to a certain extent. I'll explain how. For example, how you perceive things will determine how you experience things. That is true. And whatever you keep in your mind of who you're trying to become, what you want to do and have, who you want to be in life, that is where your life is moving towards. Whatever you hold in your mind, you will hold in your hand. So that part of thoughts creating reality is true. All spiritual traditions and teachers have taught this or pointed to this in some way or another. But you don't have to try to control reality with your thoughts. In other words, once you learn that, okay, thoughts create reality, my feelings, how I feel will shape my destiny, then you try to micromanage every single thought and be anxious about every single thought. Oh, this is manifesting this this negative thought is manifesting negative outcomes, so I better let go of that and think positive, replace all my negative thoughts with positive thoughts. And I'm all for replacing negative thoughts with positive thoughts to feel better about yourself in life. But you don't have to try to control reality. You can let go and leave it up to God. You have to trust that God has your best interest at heart, and He knows what He's doing. Me at least, I can say that a lot of the time I feel like maybe I don't know what I'm doing, and that comes out of humility and humbleness. I may not see everything. I may not know everything the way that God does. So why not leave it up to the higher power to take care of me? Doesn't mean I don't think positively, doesn't mean I don't visualize and move towards a vision and all of that good stuff. Doesn't mean I don't do that, but I don't try to control reality with every thought, because that points to a place of insecurity and fear, where you're like, oh, I need this certain outcome to be this certain way. So since my thoughts create reality, every single thought, I have to put all my effort into thinking thoughts that will give me the outcome that I want, so that I can influence reality, so that it can be the way I want it to be. But if it comes from anxiety and fear, then you're not living right. You're not living in the best way possible. You're not living the way you're meant to live. Yes, your thoughts and your feelings shape your life, but at the same time you have to learn to surrender as well and trust in God, trust in life. So the next time you try to create reality, why not try a different approach? Know what you want, but at the same time, let go of the outcome, surrender the outcome, and trust that God is a loving God and wants to give you the desires of your heart. When and how, we don't know. That's not for you to know. So let go of that. And don't try to control reality with every single thought and be so anxious about what you're thinking and how you're feeling. No, live life as you're meant to live it. Let whatever comes come, let whatever goes go. whatever passes through you, emotions, thoughts, whatever happens in life, whatever happens to you, let it happen. Don't say, oh, I shouldn't be feeling this way right now, because if I'm feeling this way, that means I'm creating a bad reality for myself. No, sometimes life happens and you're forced to feel a certain way. You're human. You are human. So get back to the basics. Get back to simple living. Get in touch with the reality of who you are. You are a human being right now. That means you can feel all sorts of feelings. Things happen to you that happen that may be out of your control. You can have experiences, good ones and bad ones. That's fine. Don't try to say, oh, if I'm having a bad experience right now, that means I'm creating more of that in my life. No, you're human. Obviously, you're gonna feel certain things. Don't try to suppress that. And by saying that, I don't mean, okay, this is the green light to feel bad all the time and complain and feel depressed and hopeless. No. Be happy where you are. But at the same time, understand that you're human. Certain things are gonna happen. You're gonna feel certain ways. It's natural to feel irritation at things, but you don't let it control you. That's what I'm saying. You don't let it define you. You don't become a victim to circumstances. You let the emotions pass. If it's irritation, if it's frustration, you just bring awareness to it. You don't fight it. You don't suppress it. You don't automatically say, okay, now I have to switch this for a positive thing, a positive thought, a positive feeling. No. Let go of the control. Trust in life. Trust in God. Allow yourself to be human. That means being imperfect. And be happy when you can. Aim for the highest happiness possible that you can achieve in every single moment. But also don't suppress anything that comes up. Always remember, you're not here to try to micromanage every single thing that's happening in you and control reality. No, you're here to experience life. So be human. Experience life. Try your best to have positive thoughts, of course, and so that you can have positive experiences, but not from an anxious place or a fearful place. From a natural place where it just comes naturally to you to think positively, to feel good about yourself and life. It is true that a change of feeling is a change in destiny, but you don't have to be so anxious about and fearful about how you feel or suppress negative feelings. If they happen, they happen. You bring awareness to them. You say that you bring awareness and you say, okay, this is what I'm feeling, but I won't let it define me. It's temporary. I let it pass through me. I'm not a victim to life. I have God on my side. He has my best interest in heart. He's guiding me. And that's all. Feel whatever you feel, but don't be so identified with it. Just be aware of it. Okay, feel it. And then sooner or later, that feeling will pass. And then you can rise up again. So that's my message for you today. Don't try to control reality so much. Be fearful and anxious about what you're manifesting. No, let go. It feels way more natural for you to trust God than to try to control reality with every single thought and emotion. That's my message for you today. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time. Peace.